Hi, I'm Tira Adams.
I'm Tuesday Blue, and this is What the F Are You Doing Here?
Xena Warrior Princess Season 2.
Alright, so you want to hit it off with which part of Xena?
Just start at the beginning of the
very
season
beginning?
and then
Okay.
keep going, because we learned something very important that is never mentioned about Xena.
Xena has a child.
Yeah. When did she have time to have a baby?
And also, I was so confused because they kept showing the infant, and I was like, wait, is her baby 1 year old, or is it that, 6-year-old? And I, for the longest time, was like, I don't know which baby's hers. But she definitely didn't have one last season, so...
No.
So, is it the other kid?
Yeah, it's like, did it miss something? Did they just skip over? Was there a time lapse?
Right? Like, is that what happens in the break? She has a baby.
She was impregnated. It wasn't Gabrielle's.
Yeah, he was blonde. Maybe it was Gabrielle's. But I also didn't remember Boreas at all, who's supposed to be the dad. I was like, where did he show up in season 1? I don't remember.
That's the first time he's mentioned.
Oh.
As far as I know and remember, she doesn't really mention him. He comes back.
Everyone comes back.
Mm-hmm. As all things Xena, they're mentioned.
Yeah.
And if you bring it up in fandom, he'll come back. So he comes. So he comes back, and we actually get to see Boreas and see what that relationship is like.
Because for a second I was like, wait, I forgot what Draco's name was at the time, so I was like, wait, is that what his name is? Is that Draco's baby? And which would have been really exciting.
Yeah.
But it was not.
Because he comes back later this season.
He does, yeah.
So if he had even found out that was his kid, that would have been an interesting turn. But
it would have been fascinating.
Yeah. Because he's kind of an attractive, douchey dude.
Yeah. No, I'm for it. I ship them.
Yeah. I'm sure you can find online support. Because he's so fun, but he's so douchey. It's like...
That's why he's so fun, I think, though. Because he is such a bro.
Yeah. It's like whenever I go to the gym and I find someone attractive, and I'm like, I know this is not going to last, but it's kind of worth it for the abs.
I do kind of want to flirt with you.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like that is a good Draco. He's like the cool dude in the gym who's doesn't really have much going on other than being a good looking. Yeah,
those are the dudes, like, when I'm at the gym, they're attracted to me because I actually work out. Like, I'm not on my phone.
Yeah.
Maybe that's...
You're not like, I'm at the gym.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Hashtag bikini body.
Just in time for winter.
Yeah, right. But yeah, I thought that was kind of a good episode because it's the first time we have, like...
He was 10.
Yeah. Gabrielle and Xena kind of get into it because I feel like Gabrielle's being a little bit judgmental. She's a little bit on the soapbox.
She is. But I feel like that's good, though, because she is so supportive all the time that it is nice to see a different side of her of like, oh, I'm not going to blindly support everything that you do starting in season 2.
Yeah.
So that was nice.
Yeah, because she raised it. She was like, if you were my mother, I want to know. And Xena almost does tell Solon at the end. Yeah. And you can see this, which is a great scene, because you see this decision-making process happen on her face, or Lucy Lawless's face, as she's going back and forth, and then ultimately decides it's best not to tell him.
Also, I thought maybe he's Hercules' son, because he kind of looks like Hercules.
Yeah, he does. Like, he would play a young Hercules.
Yeah, he could.
And, I mean, she did sleep with him. So, like,
yeah. Who did Xena sleep with? She's a legend.
Yeah, anything she wants. Yeah. And I like that they brought the centaurs back. Yeah.
But I was also like, they're so weird. Like, I don't like their CGI. It disturbs me. So, I'm like, man, the 90s were a different time. I've gotten spoiled.
I think I laughed out loud when I literally saw Gabrielle hop on the back.
You're like, wow.
First of all, that's kind of disrespectful.
Yeah, It's a human, sort of.
Yeah. She didn't ask. She just hopped up on
like, you're an animal.
Yeah. We need to go find Xena. She's over here. So she just kind of hops on. And he does look back. But then he's like, we gotta go find my son.
So, yeah. Fine, whatever.
Yeah. And there was a moment I forgot that Solon does know that's not his father. He thinks that's his uncle. But still, all males are like centaurs. So, like...
Yeah, I don't understand how more centaurs are made.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid to look it up on the internet, too.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't look that up. I was like, that's...
the internet's a dangerous place. I don't know.
That's like something I don't need to know.
Search will be on.
Yeah, but it's like really funny and weird, but like...
And how come he looks like a monster when he drinks the tea? Like when he becomes
because of that whole medallion, the MacGuffin. That medallion thing they were looking for.
It's like the green jewel.
Yeah,
or whatever was in that kid's sword.
Yeah, the stone that Bariah's hit inside the stone. Like that no other centaur seemed to figure out for the last 11 years.
Even though it'd been around them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That this
but
is
I was like,
the stone
man,
that created us.
Made him look like a monster.
Yeah. He was like such a heavy actor too. He's like Xena. I was watching that and I was like, see, these are the actors that I kind of live for with Xena because they know they only have 1 week. And
they're like, I've got to make the most of my episode.
Yeah. And he's not taking it too seriously. Like, he knows how to play with material.
That is cheeky. Or not cheeky, it's cheesy.
Yeah. He's not, this is not the actor with the first job. He's like, oh, I know what I'm on.
Yeah.
I got this, like, centaur body, makeup on me. It's really awesome.
Embrace this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny.
And then the very next episode is just as serious.
Yeah. But there's no mention of her kid. It's like, if it was the first episode of the season, we wouldn't know. Because nothing was chained together.
Yeah, if you missed that episode, if you're like, oh man, I missed the season
premiere. And someone told you Xena had a kid, you'd be like, there's no way. Like, I heard nothing about it. Yeah, it's wild.
The second...
Oh, yeah. That was interesting. She, like, accidentally kills well, she doesn't accidentally. She kills a soldier, turns out to be super young. And she feels guilty and turns back time.
Yeah.
That was an interesting episode to see her, like, back in time, sort of.
It's a Wonderful Life TV trope.
That's what it is.
Yeah. It's kind of cool looking back over this because now it's, like, 22 episodes, right? Yeah. So they're writing things, which we'll talk about later again. They're writing things in real time. There's no, like, pre-writer's room.
Right.
Let's get these 13 episodes, have a whole arc, and then do it. So they might have a couple episodes written, but then that writer's room is writing every single week. They're about 2 weeks before they actually film. It's not a lot of time. The lead time for a writer's room on a network show. So they're like doing this, but what winds up happening, particularly with like sci-fi and fantasy shows, you get a couple of tropes that pops up in Xena. I see. This is the first of them, which is It's a Wonderful Life. It's where the hero gets to see what would have happened if they never became.
They also did what's that Christmas story?
Oh yeah, the Christmas episode.
Yeah,
we get a Halloween episode as well. We also get a body swap and evil twin.
You're right, actually.
There's a lot. It hits the tropes.
A lot of things we see.
And we get another clip show.
Yeah.
Which means the production has no more money. Or we have to get here, so we need to cut one of these episodes. But they do a clip episode really, really well this season. Yeah,
it wasn't as... I don't think it was as obvious that it was... Like, you still know it's a recap, but it's not like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's strung together.
Yeah, we finally, with this trope, which is like, It's a Wonderful Life, I wonder what would happen if I never became a hero. And
if I never killed anybody.
If I never because you could clearly do that in ancient times.
Yeah, you can go back in time and not kill people.
Yeah. But you're kind of bloodthirsty at this point. Like, Gabrielle has to tell you to put a hold on it all the time. Like, why did you think this would become a thing.
Yeah, why does she think it could last?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We meet her brother.
How she is.
Yeah, that she talks about all the time. The second brother.
Yeah, that was good to see. I was like, oh, okay, now I get it.
Yeah,
Here he is.
I don't know where the other brother is.
Yeah.
That we had already met.
Right, why didn't they all come back?
I don't know. I feel like someone
He's like,
forgot.
I'm busy.
Yeah, or
I'm in another show.
Yeah, or I feel that literally someone forgot and made that the fiance.
Oh, that could be. That's funny.
Which is like, yeah, because I feel like were they killed? Because the mother's gone too.
I don't know what happened.
She seems too happy to be like. I mean, to just switch back time and you only get the other.
Because doesn't she remember what happened?
I think so, but she seems cool with what happened. So maybe it was like just a sickness after that.
I don't
know. Okay. We get to see what would happen if she had never seen Gabrielle.
Yeah, but Gabrielle came in that episode, which I was like, "What are you doing here?"
Yeah.
Aren't you from a different town?
Yeah, I think that is like, well, if you never became a hero, then you never saved Gabrielle. So she did become a slave, and they kind of broke her because she was like feisty and fought back. And they bring back some of those old warlords from the first season. It's like, hey, you didn't become a hero, so now these conglomerated together and become
super evil.
Yeah, council of evildoers. Who now?
I mean, it's good to have a club.
Yeah. That now have your best friends.
Yeah. But if you don't remember they're your best friends, that's what I didn't understand. I guess is that it's like she went back in time and she knows she's back in time, but also she doesn't know people who she clearly spends time with when she's in current time.
Yeah,
because then she should have known Gabrielle.
No, she definitely knows Gabrielle. Gabrielle doesn't know her because she starts mentioning who Gabrielle is, and Gabrielle is like,
she said, I don't know if it's her, but I wrote down the quote. I liked it. Gotta go along to get along. That might have been Gabrielle.
Yeah, it was either Gabrielle or that fiance that's just trying his damnedest to make this work. Because it's like, you must have hit your head. Which is my favorite thing when characters like that go back in time this way, that the people assume there's some type of fever where they hit their head. Even in modern times, it's like,
we do it all the time.
Yeah,
like, something's wrong.
But I don't know. Like, I mean, what would you assume? I mean, maybe I would assume like
it's a dream.
It's a fever dream.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. What is this person going through today where they don't remember details and blah, blah. Or they're acting really strange. I think my favorite episode of Batman, the animated series, does that too, where they send him back in time and it's
I was like, I didn't watch enough Batman to know.
That's fine. This time he gets to live out as if his parents actually live.
Oh.
And it's interesting seeing that version of that character kind of.
Yeah, Batman's development.
Yeah, Batman's development. Because something simple.
He doesn't really have development. I like Batman, but he's just kind of like dark and brooding.
Yeah.
So.
Then check out Batman the animated series.
Okay.
They give him a lot of character and a lot of arc.
That's nice.
And then it's not like the comics where they keep at a certain point just hitting the reset button. Every time he seems to get better, they just put him back to dark. Batman has a lot of clearly needs to be on meds.
Yeah, he's got a lot of deep-rooted issues.
Yeah.
I was gonna go, speaking of Batman, the vampire episode.
Yes.
That one gave me such joy and I was like, what is happening?
Yes.
And the Bacchus looks ridiculous. He almost looks like Hellboy though.
Yeah, or like, I don't know if you ever seen Legend.
Who's in it?
Okay,
I know I Am Legend. I don't know that I know regular Legend.
It's fine. It is exactly this episode, just in the 80s.
Oh wow!
Okay,
wow. I mean, it seems like it's in the 80s because it's so bad. It's good.
You could tell whoever wrote this kind of based it on Legend because he looks exactly. Tim Curry plays the devil.
Really?
Or the darkness.
No, in Legend or in this episode?
In Legend.
Oh, because I was like, no way he was.
He's not he's not the devil, and he's not Bacchus, and he's not like.
Oh, we made it to 15.
We made it to 15.
We're on episode 4.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So. In Legend, his name is the Darkness.
Oh, okay. I like that.
There's no real plot. The Darkness.
Yeah.
He is so... I remember that was the first time I had any real confusion about like what was happening to my body. I was super young too, so you don't have words for this.
Yeah.
Because I thought he was super attractive, but then horrified because he was the devil. Mm-hmm. But it's Tim Curry.
Right.
So it's like...
conflicted.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I had all sorts of confusion. Not knowing that this is what the beginnings of horniness or whatever, or attraction, and I wouldn't dare say it to my mom. That
right,
I think
of course.
This character. Yes. But
your mom's gonna watch this and be like, "What?"
Mm-hmm. Well, speaking of my mom watching this and being like, "What?"
Yeah.
The black eyes is exactly what my mom felt I would turn into.
Oh no!
Just. Watching Xena, just like an evil lesbian vampire.
It was great.
Yes.
And I did make a note, because I think the first season I made fun of their dryads, but this one I was like, okay, they're not as bad in the way that they animated.
Yeah.
It kind of works.
Yeah, they got the newer edition of whatever they had.
They upgraded their visual effects.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's funny.
Which is weird, because at the time, like, this, I knew this is the best we could do. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think because it's new, you know, at the time, you're like, whoa, wow, like, this is great. But looking back, it's like, oh my god.
It was exciting because it was actually a thing. Mm-hmm. Rather than...
it existed. Yeah.
And when you took it, you're like, look, we know.
And because you could go, oh, I saw the first season, it's improved, that's cool.
Yeah. And it's really cool. And the other shows, like, as the effects got better, they just evolved. Like, it's much better later, or they just kind of leaned into it, because by then, if you were watching Xena season 6, you've already indoctrinated to what you're watching, and it's almost whereas they now can't get better because the audience expects this. But yeah, we get to see Joxer again.
Yeah, he did not annoy me nearly as much this season. No, I thought he was kind of funny.
Like, they give him like an arc. He becomes a person.
Mm-hmm. Right, he's not just a trope. He has a little bit more to him. Yeah, and Gabrielle didn't annoy me as much either, because she did have more to her personality than just like, we should do good, which made me crazy. Yeah,
and they start hinting with Gabrielle, like, if they go from putting her in these like sweetest pie like situations to where like she disagrees. Like within the first 3 episodes, she disagrees with Xena. We get to see her as a slave. If she never met Xena. And then in this, she is bitten and becomes a Buckeye and has, like, this darker emo,
Yeah. But also later in the series, like, later in the season, she, like, becomes bloodthirsty, like Xena used to be. And that's weird to see. Because you're like, what?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because it's
There's
almost...
more to you.
Yeah. Because it's like a point, and she has good reason to, and it's like, as a point, you're right along with Xena, where you're like, don't do this, because this is not you, you're just really hurting right now.
Right, it's when they kill her fiance. That's right.
Yeah, that this comes along, and then...
Like, there's so many spoilers.
Yes.
I have not seen season 2.
Yeah, just watch it. It's free. It's also 25 years, so you should have seen it.
That's true. We're allowed to do spoilers now.
But speaking of, let's talk about that first arc. There's like a 3-episode arc
for
right
Gabrielle.
after this. Well, it's for Gabrielle and for Xena. Because it starts when Callisto returns, and like, what did I have to... Yeah, it's 3 episodes spread over a little bit.
That's right, because I was like, oh wow, it's still going. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I thought it would just be that one episode, but then it kept going with Callisto. Yeah.
Where Callisto shows back up, and then it ends with a body switch, which should be a fun episode, but winds up being really a lot into character development. which only
right, not quite Freaky Friday.
No. Yeah, it's like good to note, like at this. Well, let's talk about Callisto's return because she's introduced well in a very. You could tell the timing of this, which is like the Silence of the Lambs era, where I think every bad person was introduced as strapped in, like so you knew they were crazy.
Yeah. It's fun. I was like, oh, Callisto's back.
Because he's supposed to be feeding her. I don't know how she's supposed to take the bowl, but he seems very. The guard seems very angry that she's not taking the bowl.
But she's.
Yeah. She's trapped in.
Yeah, I don't understand.
That whole scene, I was like, what is happening that you're angry she's not eating? She clearly cannot use. Right. You're going to have to go in there and feed her.
I mean, I guess if you know that she's really talented, maybe you are suspicious, but he doesn't seem suspicious.
Yeah, he's kind of grown in. That's a guard that's grown into being a bully.
You're just like, do it. Yeah.
But I love that escape, and like Hudson Lake is extraordinary, as always. But within a few minutes, you get like she's about to start some major ish.
Yeah, and she does.
And like even like with Theodoros, where that when she tells them what to do with the rest of the prisoners, free them and kill the weak ones. She's so delightful.
I know. I was like, dang, her eyes look so crazy. Like, she's like so overjoyed to be out, to be able to wreak havoc again.
Yeah. Like this really psycho Alice in Wonderland type.
Yeah. And because like she kind of looks innocent. I think maybe it's because she's blonde, and then like to do those big crazy eyes, you're like, oh no.
And she almost never yells. It's almost her voice is constantly at this level, almost very sweet. Like no, and she'll say that no, don't be afraid. But she's describing
and then destruction.
Yeah. It's very like no. I'm gonna tell you. So it's almost like. She feels that if she tells you what she's about to do to you, there's no fear you should have of her. Because everything that happened to her came out of shock. So now you can rest assured that yes, I'm going to kill you very slowly in a painful way. But no, you know.
But it'll be fine.
It'll be
for
fine.
Me. Yeah.
And I think that's the scary thing is that Callisto is able to draw you in to this situation, and before you realize what she said,
you're like, it's over.
So how do you feel about Callisto? Like, as far as like, do you think? I mean, she's clearly the antagonist, but like, she's like the nemesis of all that.
But she seems like she's just old Xena who hasn't come to the good side yet. So I don't think she doesn't bother me. Because I think, like, we understand it, because we watched Xena do it in the first season. But I did like how they used her, like, desire to be purely evil to her supposed demise. I'm assuming she comes back next season, but...
Yeah, well, this episode, like, it's a lot with Callisto's return, because we had a return of Perdiccas, who I constantly forget is a thing.
Yep, I forgot he existed. I was like, when did we see him? Oh, right.
That random Trojan War episode?
Yeah.
Because you ran away, because Gabrielle ran away. Like, I'm going to do this too.
I'm too sensitive.
Yeah. Let's talk about that. Yeah, so he proposes. Gabrielle is upset. And like,
she seems conflicted.
Yeah. And they get married, and they have this sweet little wedding, and you're like, well,
and then dinner.
Yeah, it's like, don't get married in a series. Like, there's just... This is only gonna...
I was like, yeah, we know we're not towards the end of the season, so we know only bad things will happen.
Yeah. And he kind of earns that death. I understand you don't want to kill anymore. I understand that. We see that mental breakdown, that PTSD on the field when this village is being attacked by Callisto. And he freaks out and has this PTSD moment, which is... not the best acted, but like fine. And then they get married. Okay, if you're going home all the way to Podadia, you're like, take a weapon, or at least let Gabrielle have the staff if you decide not to kill.
It's like you used to be in war. You should still be thinking.
Yeah, and this
about
woman,
protection.
Yeah, this woman literally rode up to you on a horse with a sword. You know, you just spent cleaning up a village that Callisto ransacked. You know who she is, and you choose to tell her that you are unarmed.
Really? Cool.
And not gonna fight.
She was like, great, this is the easiest job I've had.
Yeah. And she literally says that. And it's like, I remember that moment thinking, it's like, well, you almost deserve to die. I feel bad for Gabrielle, but you really set yourself up.
But it really made Gabrielle, like, so dark.
Yeah.
Which surprised me, because it was like, your romance wasn't really that big.
Yeah. The show almost makes it big.
Yeah.
Because of her reaction to it. Like, we know in the first episode that she was betrothed and he was kind of ordering around, and then he pops back up. But it didn't seem there was enough beforehand that there was, like, enough. Like,
for us to feel this serious about them. Because even she's questioning it. So it's like, oh, then if you weren't really sure, why are you so hurt that he's gone?
It's like, well,
because I don't care.
Yeah.
As the audience.
I don't care about her because I care that it hurt Gabrielle.
Yeah. It's like, oh no, he's dead.
Yeah. It's like, that night must have been wonderful. That, like, and she kind of goes poetic with it. I'm glad, losing virginity was really, really great.
That's right. Because she was getting made fun of it for season 1.
Yeah. And she's like, I never felt love like this. No, you had an orgasm. It's not the same. It's love. It's love. And
well, what does she know? Nothing.
Yeah. I mean, clearly, as the season goes on, she finds out with Xena. But, but there is that moment, it's like, we care because Gabrielle cares. And
like, even though I think it's an overreaction. It's like, okay, well, at least it does give her something to work with.
Yeah.
Instead of being happy-go-lucky.
Yeah, and I feel like I kind of feel bad about it because I don't know if I had just came off my honeymoon. I'm expecting to live this nice, quiet life, and my husband was killed in front of me. I think I would snap too. So I kind of feel bad about it, but at the same time, like I said,
I can't put myself in those shoes.
Yeah, not over this dude. Like, maybe it was someone else.
Yeah. Like Jackson. No.
Yes. Because we know him as the audience. We only know Gabrielle's perception of her.
Yeah.
And I think that episode works because of the relationship between Xena and Gabrielle and Gabrielle's reaction to it.
That she sees, like, the bloodthirsty side forming, I guess.
Yeah. And resorts to prayer. She prays.
Yeah.
She doesn't ever.
Not characteristic. Yeah.
But maybe if my best friend was losing it, you pray.
Like, I guess anything. Anything that works, I'm going to do.
Yeah. And leave Xena in this, because Gabrielle actually does that turn. It's like, this is not who I am. And Perdiccas wouldn't like it because he doesn't.
Because he doesn't want to fight. Yeah.
So I'm not going to kill, which it's like, you made it all this way. You kind of need to get out, or you need to have made that decision at the hideout door, not at Callisto's throat.
You're like, oh no.
Yeah.
But there'd be no drama if she changed her mind too soon.
And gives, which always, it's a scene that always gets me, because I see Xena's point. And I know that Callisto is almost like the old Xena, but I feel this is where the turn happened. In this episode is where you see that turn happen, where Callisto is not, or you're given a reason that Callisto is not redeemable, or she doesn't want redemption at all. That something in here is not gonna. She's not gonna make that turn. Yeah, because up until
she's sold on the dark side.
She's sold on the dark side, and she's not coming back. And I think it's a great scene where Xena gets chased, and also that you don't know. You know that Xena's intent on catching her again. And then they end up in quicksand, the both of them. Yep. And then, of course, because Xena is Xena, she gets out of it. And
like Callisto's like, oh wow, you're really good. I was like, I am. Like, no shit. The show's named after me.
Yeah, which is another fascinating facet of Callisto, that she is fascinated with Xena and how she is able.
She's almost obsessive.
Yeah. And that's why you kind of know this is not gonna go the way you think it.
I was surprised Xena didn't save her.
Yeah, right. You're still
like, but she has a good side now, so she's not just gonna watch her get sucked in by quicksand. But
yeah, and you know what? No matter how many times I watch it, like the letting it happen,
she just watch it. She's like,
yeah,
I'm gonna watch you sink.
Yeah, and I'm gonna watch you sink and make that choice, and you know that it weighs on her. And I was like, well, this is great television, because still to this point, I'm like, is she gonna save her? Is she not? And you see it weigh on her, and then she just lets her sink, like, no. And then stares at the hole that she disappears into for a long, long time. And I wonder how long it took for her to tell Gabrielle what she did.
Right. Like, oh, I did nothing.
Yeah. Well, she's dead. She just fell off in there.
She got sucked into some sand.
Yeah. But you know, she eventually told Gabrielle what happens, because Callisto comes back with the help of Ares.
Right.
And I like that, at least with this television writing, that Callisto could have been the villain of the week. And in some way she was, but they bring her back and they let the consequences of what just happened weigh on this. How did you find watching that episode, our second TV?
The body swap?
The body swap.
It was really funny to me that Ares was like falling in love. I was like, what is happening? The body swap didn't bother me. I thought it was actually fun. And also because then Gabrielle could be like, prove to me who you are. And then has to ask silly questions. That I did like. And I thought, what's the actress's name who plays Callisto?
Oh, Hudson Leak.
She did a really good job at like playing herself, playing Xena. That was cool.
Which is my favorite thing to watch too, when actors change.
And she did it really well. I was like, oh, that is Xena.
And you believe that it is.
Yeah.
That Xena's inside there.
You're like, okay.
Callisto, I mean, as far as Lucy Lawless, I feel in the moments where she gets to play that evil side of Callisto, that playfulness, that almost doll-like.
I wondered, like, how much they enjoy when they, not just, like, swap roles, but when they put Xena in, like, or Lucy Lawless in, like, all these obscure positions, when she gets to wear a different costume and, like, act a different way.
I think she seems to genuinely enjoy it.
Because it's slightly different.
Because even before this episode, you have this weird, like, mid-episode, which is, like...
all three of them. She's got, like, twins, basically.
Yeah, there's...
Or triplets.
Yeah. You have Warrior Princess Tramp. You have her as Meg.
Right.
The trampy one. That is hooking up with Joxer.
Yeah, that was funny. But I was like, it must be fun to play something slightly different when what you're used to playing all the time is some lady who is just beating up people for good.
I feel like that's the wonderful thing about Lucy Lawless is that she takes on... I don't know how I would do whenever I got that script. I feel like sometimes part of my problem is I take things way too seriously. Like, how can I... But Lucy takes that, all right, this week I am going to play a princess, I'm going to be Xena, and I'm going to be a tramp. And how do I play each part?
And then the next episode, I'm Callisto.
And then the next episode, I'm Callisto. How do I do all this? And she has such fun.
It must be.
As actors, we forget to play.
Yeah.
And I feel like as creators, we forget to play. And there's something joyful about watching Xena where you know that this, regardless of budget or culturally what is happening, this cast and this crew and all the creators involved, they're having fun. And, like, it translates, and you as a viewer...
You're like, it might be ridiculous, but it is fun.
Because, like I said, like, even when, I mean, there's no point where I don't buy that Callisto's inside that Xena body.
Yeah.
And it's
like,
actually...
That's it.
Yeah. And it's a good scene where Argo the horse is figuring... The horse has figured out...
The horse knows.
Yeah, the familiar. The hero's familiar. is like, this something ain't right. And Kalista goes ahead and mortally wounds, well, not mortally, but she injures
She thinks
Arya.
that she has.
Well, she doesn't.
Wounded him in a way that Xena will have to kill him.
Yeah. And Xena's like, I'm not gonna let my horse die. Which brings up a great moment for Joxer.
Yeah.
Who has this moment. You're gonna die. But he takes that moment to defend Xena's horse.
Yeah, he tries. That's true.
And it makes Xena look at him a little
And maybe
differently.
that's why I didn't find him as annoying this season, is because he wasn't just like, oh, I'm goofy and stupid. He's like, oh, and I'm a little bit heroic. Or I'm at least trying to be.
Yeah. I think it's also because, Ted Raimi, even though he's Sam Raimi's brother, like, he didn't know if he was coming back.
Right.
And then you get someone who
he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's making the most of it. So I think that's all season 1, where it was just like, bro, I need a job. He was like, cool, I have this part.
Yeah. How goofy do you want to be?
Yeah. And he's like, it's our family. Let's see. It's like James Gunn and his brother. I forget his brother's name. But he pops up in all the.
I was like, just so my siblings know, I'm not gonna do that.
I'll do you a solid. But but I think it's partly all like they're working together anyway. By this time, it's a family business, and so they're like, whatever. But yeah, I think Ted starts to take on. He's like, oh, I'm not gonna leave. Oh, so I better be making some acting choices.
Right, I can't just be one-dimensional anymore.
And they're like, yeah, we'll give you some acting choices. And then that whole Callisto arc continues on, which had to happen because Lucy Lawless was in an accident. She was on the Tonight Show. Here's the thing. I never, even at that time, I heard there was an accident. And, I was a bit younger and I was a fan, so there was like, oh, what's going to happen in my head?
Right. Like, how are they going to work around it?
Yeah. And then, or like, genuine concern about Lucy Lawless. Like, oh my God.
Oh, I see.
And you people, you've hurt Xena.
She's not supposed to be destructible.
Yes. Yeah, all for a skit. And all I know is, like, something had happened on the Tonight Show. She had, like, fallen. Something had spooked the horse, and so she fell off the horse.
Gotcha. And
from what I read, like, her pelvis was fractured.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, it was, like, multiple fractures, so she had to sit out for a while. And now knowing that, I see where the body doubles are. There's a lot more fun episodes where she's walking around or she's sitting. So it's clear that, which is amazing as a production is writing in real time.
To have to work around.
around. So I wonder what that original arc was.
Yeah, how much did I have to change to accommodate?
Yeah, but I think the change works there's, in this case, there's not such a thing as happy accidents, but usually you call something that happens on set like that a happy accident, whereas something that is unexpected happens for the benefit of you guys. And that Hudson Lake staying in that body and giving her all as Xena.
Yeah.
And
I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Me too. 10 Little Warlords, which seems like a really dumb episode, and it should be. You have all these warlords trying to be God of War, and Kevin Smith, who plays Ares, just, you realize how pathetic Ares is. He's just a bully. He's a really rich kid with powers.
He's like, entertain me.
Yes. And he's another one that kind of, like, relishes his part, right? Like, he's brought on initially in the first season, and I remember him appearing in Hercules, and he was just a disembodied voice. And then they make him corporeal, and they have him really serious. And then there's something about him going over to the set of Xena, and that character switched. He's kind of
like, he seems like he's supposed to be like this smooth talking archetype, but he's just kind of silly.
Yeah, it's that rich kid with powers. Like his, when your mom is Zeus and Hera, and you have like all the powers in the world,
you're spoiled.
Yeah.
Spoiled brat.
Yeah, and then you take it away, and he's just weird drunk in a tavern. talking about his glory days. Yeah.
So sad.
Yeah, and then what does that mean as, I thought it brought up this interesting question of when she's like, it doesn't matter if someone else becomes God of War, and he's like, you have to understand, we're born into our powers. He's like, I was born this way, and I think that's an interesting, almost philosophical way to put it.
Right.
Like, he was born exactly as he needed to be to fill this role in this world, and he doesn't know how to be anything else.
Right.
And someone else having the power is not going to work with it.
I did like that he really wanted Xena to take over for him. He's like, okay.
And it starts this weird little relationship thing, which is like, this is your ex that desperately wants you back.
Yep. It's like, okay.
Because of the way you work together. Like,
we worked so well.
Yeah. And I like how...
But she's changed.
Yeah. She's with someone else now, or like she's doing
with Gabrielle.
Yes.
Leave her alone.
And I think also too, speaking of Gabrielle, how it affects the world and how the peaceful people, because there's no one to channel their anger, how that happens, and kind of puts a clip on at least Gabrielle's rage for the moment.
Yeah.
We move from rage to her actually healing, like when she's flipping out, because now Xena's in Callisto's body. She has to look at the killer of her husband every single day.
Yep. For who knows how many weeks.
Yes.
Yeah.
And her finally being able to admit that she wants to be the best friend, but at the same time, this is absolutely tearing her apart. Like, I don't know how it.
I honestly didn't even think about that. I was so distracted by like Callisto being Xena that I didn't even think like, oh, Gabrielle's got to hang out with someone that looks like her husband's killer.
Yeah. I think it comes with multiple watching too. Like, it's like, oh, I can now think of the deeper questions. What does it mean to be God of War?
What does it mean? I'm gonna skip over the Scrooge story and Indiana Jones. I thought that episode was so annoying.
The Indiana Jones? Yeah. It's just because it doesn't fit, but it does fit. Yeah. So I remember when that happened, being kind of oddly fascinated with it.
Yeah, I was just like the acting is cheesy, I think, as is, but in that episode in particular, I was like Lucy Lawless being like, ooh.
I think it also has to do with the accident. She can't really fight.
It was so annoying.
And the body switches are a little more evident in that when there's a flip.
Yeah.
I think we come to...
But now we have the Miss Congeniality episode.
Yes.
Which was so much fun.
Just randomly a beauty pageant.
Yeah. I'm like, what is going on? I forgot what that guy's name is. Salmoneus or something? Salmoneus. Yeah, he's my favorite though. I was glad to see him come back because he makes me laugh really hard.
Yeah, he's so great. I remember him being on Hercules. That is the only thing. The side characters from Xena. Well, Salmoneus and Xena have known each other for a long time. He's a Hercules character. And as a matter of fact, he has a lot to deal with those episodes when Xena turns good.
Gotcha.
She was originally on Hercules. She was originally supposed to die. I read a lot of articles that say like Hercules had something to do with it. It's really this
because they want Hercules to be a hero.
Yeah. And it's amazing to see in interviews now how salty Kevin Sorbo is about the popularity of Xena and like her power level.
That's funny.
Yeah. I love reading that. Like, he's like, I don't understand my
character.
Yeah.
Is more powerful.
Well, she was. Now, like, he was like, yeah, I just don't understand. And he kind of has a point. But it's also kind of irrelevant at this point, like, in this show.
Yeah.
You want to talk about power levels. But he's like, yeah, my character's a half god. And they made this, like, character, granted, she's on her other show, but she's more powerful than Hercules.
She's, like, superhuman, yeah.
And she's like, is she half god? They never answer that. And they just say something special about Xena. And she clearly has done other stuff. So I can recognize Xena. Number one, it really doesn't matter in the space of things. but you could tell the saltiness.
That's funny.
Yeah, because I think in the 90s, as far as my research, and I remember when it did surpass, there was Baywatch, and then as far as syndicated TV, there's Baywatch, and then Hercules came along, and it was always a number 2.
Gotcha.
And then Xena came along, and for the first season, it was in,
that's wild.
3rd place.
Yeah.
Then in the 2nd season, something happened, maybe in the rewatch in the summers, and then the cast and everything. Xena shot to number 1.
Oh, wow.
Not even number 2.
That's cool.
It beat Baywatch.
So I can see why he's salty.
Yeah. Like the side character.
Right.
That
is overtaking me.
Yeah, and then it was funny because he, like, Hercules, I think we have 15 more minutes.
We're at 45.
Yeah, we're at 45.
And we're only halfway through the season.
Yeah, let me finish this arc and we'll chat about that. You know, you have this show where Hercules as a character, he does, you know, Kevin Sorbo guest stars less and less. Lucy Lawless is now born into Hercules to bring the ratings up. And
that's interesting.
So Salmonius is in that 3-episode arc.
Yeah.
Because they say it's Hercules, but I remember the real reason that the army turned on her is because they sack a village and there's a baby. And they go to kill it, or the guy who wants to be in charge of the army now, and Xena forbids it. Which was always her line about no women
don't kill babies.
Yeah. By this time she had grown so evil that she was killing women, but she was
still babies were out of it.
Yeah. So babies were out of it. So they come and go across this baby, and she decides not to kill it. And that guy uses it as a...
You're weak.
Yeah, you're weak. And her army turns on her. And that's the real reason. And then the baby is given to Zalmonius, who's captured by Xena, because he also knows Hercules.
I see.
To take care of, even though he's like, oh, take care of babies. And she's like, you also don't want to die, so...
Yeah.
Take care of the baby.
I mean, that's a good... You're going to die, or you're going to have a baby?
But I love this episode, and it reminds me of getting back to Here She Comes, Miss Impetuous. Lucy Lawless once again having so much fun.
Yeah. Yeah. When I was like, she's blonde now. It's weird to look at.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is that's her natural hair color.
I didn't recognize her. Someone reminded me yesterday or something, that she plays Ron Swanson's wife in Parks and Rec. And I was like, oh my god, you're right. But because she was blonde, I just didn't even think about it. I was like, she's just like a regular person.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's Lucy Lawless.
There's something about that dark hair that it's weird when we dye
it feels right.
Yeah, it feels right.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my favorite episodes we'll sit down and watch, and, you know, we learn all sorts of things. After that, we kind of go through a weird rebirth.
Yeah.
Episode arc.
When Xena is, like, unconscious. And I did like that we got to see some of her past. Because I never thought, like, how did she learn the pressure points? Oh, it's from this Gaelic woman. That was cool.
We had the return of Carl Urban as Julius Caesar.
And as Cupid.
Yes.
I was like, this man is everywhere. It's so funny.
Because he is.
Yeah. Him as a blonde Cupid, I'm like, I can't look at you. You look ridiculous.
Yeah, those frosted tips are not forgiving.
It's not a good look.
No.
No, but it is funny that he does play so many characters. And he is clearly identifiable each time.
Yes.
So it's like, we know that you're doing it. Why are you doing it?
Because it's Xena and we don't care.
Yeah, I guess.
I feel I will say it once and I'll say it again. Like, he's so underrated. And the fact that he is just a day player, just putting on different hair and makeup for the show.
Some little wings.
Yeah, and
That's
he
so funny.
Stays on that show, like, for years and years and years, and it's only now that he's getting any type of traction. But, like,
wasn't he in Star Trek or something?
Yeah, as McCoy, and, like, he was just in Thor Ragnarok, and he's whenever Carl Urban shows up, I feel like it's a good time. But I feel a lot of that was imprinted here. Right. Like, yeah, I'm here.
Give make the most of these roles.
Give me this costume. I get to be an actor. I get to do this. You know, he's someone that I admire. Is like, look, at the day we're fools at the king's court. Do your job. Yeah. And do it well, and have fun.
They'll call you back, apparently.
Yes. But yeah, that cool like rebirth sequence with Xena, we see how she's already clearly has an army, and this is the point where she snaps, where she goes to that really dark place, which is kind of brought on later. You see the continuation, like from this point to the next point. They keep bringing on where she kind of snapped, and that whole, there's a lot of dips and points in these different places. And
yeah, because she thought that her and the guy were going to rule together. Yeah. That's Caesar?
Yeah, that's Caesar. It's supposed to be a young Caesar.
I see.
But, like, Xena's supposed to be, like, what, a teenager? She's 20 years old or whatever. At that point. Yeah. Next year she has a baby.
Right. Maybe it's Caesar's baby. Maybe it's not Bryce's baby. Who knows? And then later, when she has another, like, sort of romance with, not Poseidon, but Ulysses, yeah.
Yeah, Ulysses, or is it?
I think it's Ulysses.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out yeah.
And then there's also Sea Crabs, who I thought was super cool. But I don't
Played
understand.
by Tony Todd.
It was very good.
Candyman.
He was great.
Yeah, and the best flip ever.
And he's got the deep, like, voice.
Yes. And the best flip ever.
Yeah, I was like, it never ends. She just jumps off a tree all the way onto a ship.
I remember I was thinking, sitting there, I was like, the writers were like, look, we have no other way to get to the ship.
She's just got to do it. Yeah.
Just have her flip.
I mean, like, they could have had her swim, but they're just going to have her flip for minutes. I was like, this is so absurd. But what was also absurd, so maybe it makes sense, is that they kept Poseidon as, like, a CGI person. I was like, why wouldn't you just, like, put an actor in the water and make him Poseidon?